guy, push that in, string that up, tighten that up, get that to get and bite in the groove there. Let's check the gauge. Feeler gauge, feeler gauge. Setting up guitars is a pain in the butt, but if you want them to play reasonably well, you have to spend the time. After a service, you usually should check the action and get all that flying and getting it done. Where's 18? Here it is. Sorry, 20, not 18. 18's for the treble end. There we go, 20. Not quite there. Not quite there. A little bit more. That's why we do it a couple of thou at a time. It's a bit tedious because you've got to, you know, loosen this, back the string off, take it out, do some work. A little bit more dust, a little bit more sanding. Another check. String back on. Feeler gauge, 20. We're almost there. Probably needs just a touch more. A couple of more strokes should get it just about to where the depth needs to be. Okay, let's give that a whirl. No buzzing, which is good. We don't want it to buzz free range. Starting to buzz now. We're going to go 2 more strokes and then we're done. And then we're going to measure the gap. Make sure we're bang on. Okay, give this a crack now, as they say. Is that what they say, Terry? Give it a crack? That's touching as I touch the string. Yep, that's the height. So let's double check. Doesn't buzz when you hit it free, which is important. Check the height. 0.020. That's the gap. Perfecto. Good. Right, that one's done. Next string, Terry. What's the next string? E, A, D. D string. Let's get these guys off. Okay, we're going to go to 20 on this one, and then we're going to switch to 18 for the thinner strings. They've got to be a little bit lower because they're thinner strings, so they have more room to vibrate. We've got a hype train going. My goodness. Let me thank some people. What do we got? We've got Terry with a gifted sub. Terry with another gifted sub. Thank you so much, Terry. You're always a pleasure and always a support. 500 big coins from Dana, which is always appreciated, and 500 from Terry. The girls are going wild. This is miles too big and too high. So let's get this big guy out. Let's grab, we're going to use the 32. I want it a little bit looser. Because the gauge of these strings is a little bit thicker. Just going to check that, see how far out we are. Definitely no buzzing, so we're miles away. When I say miles, we're talking about a hair at a time is how much we're actually removing from this guy. It's very, very fine and very, very gradual. Can you guys actually see what I'm doing? You can, okay. Looks not too bad, not really great. Can come down a fair bit. Let's keep going. Okay, that's probably closer now. That's pretty good. That's really low. Wow, that's great. Okay, this should pretty much tap out. Yep, it does. Perfect. That's the perfect height. That's really good. Really, really good. Okay, now we can focus on the other side. So we put these guys back on. And I tighten them up and I just check the angle. Make sure it's got the right radius. And we do that with the radius, little radius guy. Let me just string these up first. Push down, bite in. We grab our little T, 12-inch radius. So we look for the number 12. It's marked somewhere. Okay. 12. We're going to check. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll use this guy here. If I've got a 12. 12. Checks the spacings as well. There we go. Spacing's good. Let me grab the 12 that I had here. This one. I'm just checking for gaps. Yeah, this one's a bit high. Got to work on that second one a little bit more. Just a slight, I thought it was a little bit on the high side. So I'm going to just take a little bit more of that away and see how we go. That looks better. Where's my little T gone? It is. It's okay, it's pretty good. It's a bit better, but I'm going to keep it a little bit on the upside because it is a bass string, and if he hits hard, we don't want buzzing. It's pretty good at the moment. Okay, right, let's start with the 18s now. 18 for these finer strings, or thinner strings, if you want to call them that. They're unwound, basically, so starting with the G. Everyone's favorite, the G string. Isn't that right, Terry? We're going to check the height on that first. So whack that guy on, wind it up. Where's my little winder? Thank you very much for the hype train, guys. That was awesome. Level 2, pretty good. 1,000 bits, 2 subs. Awesome work. Always helps the stream. That is one handy dandy little string winding gadget. It is. The gadget's good. Inspector Gadget. 18. Oopsie daisy. Nearly dropped it. 18. This is really high. Yep. Not too much. Needs a little bit more. That's okay. We're going to take that off. We're going to grab the 24 this time. Not the 17, the 24. We're just going to open that up a little bit. Grab the 17, get down deeper. It's almost there. Feeler gauge. A little bit more. A little bit more. 20 would probably be touching, but 18 is a little bit finer, so we can go down a little touch more. This side, obviously, a lot where the solos are played, a lot, needs to be right down on that fretboard without fretting out, of course.